Hello, my name is Tim Goggins. I'm a member of the class of 2012. I'm a current head agent for my class, and I'm lucky enough to serve as an assistant director for alumni engagement here at Williams. Thank you for volunteering for Williams as an Alumni Fund agent. Today, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of our online agent reports. First things first, would you please go ahead and log into williams.edu/my reports. Again, that's williams.edu/my reports. This is an easy to remember redirect that always takes you to your online reports. I'm going to walk you through the login process using my own login. So here we are. I'm on the ETH Network login page, and you'll see that I'm prompted for my username and password. For many people, your username will be the Unix ID or the short form of your email address that you had in college. And that's true for me too. So I'll begin by entering TGG1. And then I'll move on down to the next field where it asks for my password. If you happen to forget your username or password, just click on one of the icons next to the fields. And from that, it will generate an email to the primary email that we have on record here at Williams. I'll click login, and you'll see that it takes me to the My Reports dashboard. So here we are. We're now into the system, looking at this dashboard, and it tells me where things stand. I can see where the fund stands in terms of dollars and participation, where my class stands, where our agent team stands in terms of our own giving participation, and where I stand in terms of the classmates on my list of assignments. And you can see that I have some work to do. On the left-hand side of the page, we have a nice menu here, and this is where we'll turn our attention to next. I'm going to start with my favorite of these on this left-hand column, and that is my assignments. It's right up towards the tops. And by clicking on that report, it will open a new window. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, and just a quick note before we jump in the My Assignments page. Rather than use the real information of my classmates, we have created a test database specifically for training purposes. This database uses real giving data, but masks the names and contact information of the alumni. So here we go. All right, so now I'm in the test database. And again, I just wanted to make note of the fact that this database uses real data, but it was made by taking a snapshot of our data from 2022. That's why the total for the Alumni Fund might look a little different. And you can also see that the alumni listed are listed as being members of the class of 2004. If this were my actual assignments, they would be class of 2012. And for all of you, they would be listed with your class year. So now that I'm into the My Assignments sheet, let's take a closer look at what information is shared here. It gives me a snapshot of all the people on my list. It lets me know what they gave this year and how that gift was designated. It also shows me their status for this year. Are they a donor, a non-donor, a SCI-bunt, meaning they have given some years, but not yet this year, or a Y-bunt, meaning they made a gift last year, but not yet this. I can see where they are, what their home and businesses address are if we have them on file. And I have a link to view or edit notes that I've made about my interactions with them this year. I can click on each person's name to see their full profile. I can also see and make notes if someone commits to making a gift, if they let me know they're considering making a larger gift, or if they've decided to decline making a gift this year. So let's take a closer look here at my friend, Michelle. When I click on her name, it will open up more information. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Now we are looking at Michelle's profile in my reports. you can immediately see that she's a libund, meaning she gave last year, but not yet this year. She's also tremendously loyal. She's given 14 years since she graduated. I was having a conversation with Michelle the other day, and she shared that due to some life circumstances, she's not going to be able to make a gift this year. So we want to make note of that in our system so that she doesn't receive all of the solicitations that we might be sending out over the next several months. In order to do this, I'm going to click on the back arrow here at the top of the screen. I'm going to do that right now and show you the next steps, how we're going to mark Michelle as declined for Alumni Fund 2023. Clicking on the back arrow returns me to the My Assignment screen. Now I'm going to make note of her decision not to give this year. So in order to do that, I'll go to the View/Edit button listed under My Comments. You can see that's the third column from the right. Doing this allows me to let Williams know that she's not going to be giving this year, and we're going to remove her from the solicitations. Let me emphasize that. If someone tells you they aren't going to be making a gift this year and to please stop contacting them, you can let Williams know by using this online report. Similarly, if someone tells you that the check is in the mail, but you know the class is about to send out an email or another sort of solicitation, you can note that that person is committed to making a gift. Either of those, declined or committed, will remove that person from your class's solicitations. For Michelle, I'm going to click on View/Edit in her row and make this note, declined, not in a position to make a gift this year. All right, let's take a closer look at another example. We're going to turn to my friend Lou Brown, listed first on the My Assignments form. A few weeks ago, while traveling in California to visit family, I had the opportunity to meet with Lou and his spouse. But here, as I look at my report, I noticed that Williams does not know about his new address. They still have him listed in Western Massachusetts, and they do not have any record of his spouse. So I can click on the View/Edit button under My Comments, and I'm going to be able to provide updated contact and relationship information. Lou, while we were hanging out, also promised me that he was going to make a gift. He said that he was going to drop a check for $100 in the mail. So I'll make note of that here as well. He's committed to making a gift. And I really want to emphasize that. To be clear, marking someone as committed removes them from all solicitations for the rest of the year. So please only do this if you feel like you have rock solid information. Yeah, I'll make a gift at some point this year. Doesn't quite cut it. In this case, it rises to the level of committed because I saw Lou write the check. He put it in an envelope and put a stamp on the envelope all while I was with him. All right, let's go back to the screen highlighting My Assignments, and we'll look at some additional functionality that this screen has. So as you can see, there's a lot we're able to do in My Assignments. We're able to look at our assignments profile, we're able to provide information back to the college, and we're able to see where things stand. And as you probably can tell, I have some work to do this year. So off we go. And here's a quick note about something not highlighted in this test database. One bit of functionality that we have recently added to my reports is the ability to see when somebody's gift is late. That is, they'd already made a gift by this time last year. And that will now show up here on the My Assignment screen in the box for donor status this year. You can also figure out when somebody usually makes their gift by looking at the last 5 years of their giving information on their profile. That's the form that we looked at with my friend Michelle earlier. All right, let's get back into the landing page and take a closer look at all of the reports available here to both head agents and class agents. And you'll notice that since I serve as a head agent, I have a few additional reports that some class agents might not see on their networks page, and that's totally fine. So we're going to go down here, the left-hand side, starting with my class. My class is exactly the same as my assignments, except it gives me a full list of my classmates. It is only available to head agents. Moving further on down, donors, non-donors, and LIBUNs gives you access to the same information, but without the ability to view and edit comments and make notes like we're able to do under my assignments. I recommend using my assignments as often as possible, and then you can sort through by clicking on the fundier column at the top to sort by donor type. Two of my other favorite reports are the ledger report, which you can see who gave how much and when, and the pending gift report to see whose gift was made online but isn't reflected yet in the class's ledger. In my work as an agent, I love keeping track of pending gifts, particularly after we send out an email to our class. I open it and I'm constantly refreshing. But quick note about that. Keep in mind that it only pulls that information about every 20 minutes or so. So if you're waiting for the screen to turn over and you're waiting for gifts to come in, know that it's going to take about 20 minutes to refresh, and then every 20 minutes from there on forward. So if you click send on that email at 11 a.m. and you're there at your computer at 11:01 a.m. trying to check the pending gifts report, understand that it's going to take some time. One of the other reports that I love is the class agent extract. This gives head agents and leadership agents access to raw data about the class. If you ever wanted data, this is your source. You can also ask your class manager for this information as well. But in that class agent extract, click on the report, save it as a CSV, and open it up in Excel. Also on this left-hand column, you'll notice giving levels. And this shows the giving pyramid, the number of people in the class at or above specific giving thresholds. This is helpful to both head agents and leadership agents. The class agent summary gives you a quick overview of your agent team. How many classmates are assigned to each, and how many are donors, non-donors, and LIBUNs, along with the ways to reach out to your agents to help them, help prompt them to get the ball rolling a little bit. You can also see their last login. You might notice that some of these are pretty large numbers, and that may be because your agent either knows their contacts really, really well, or they might be more inclined to use Volunteer by Evertrue, another platform that we use. And lastly, you have the class roster, which is all the members of the class listed alphabetically with the same basic contact and giving information found in the donor, non-donor, and LIBUN reports. Closing things out at the very bottom, you'll see the publicly viewable reports. These are the trophy reports, the goals report, and the class standings report. The trophy report gives you current standings in the trophy races. These are the races that are effective from the kickoff of the fund through March 15th, and they are awarded both at our leadership dinner in late April, early May, and then again at the college's annual meeting. The goals report lets classes measure their performance relative to their stated goals, and the class standing reports lets you compare progress this year to your year-to-date performance from last year. Again, all three of these reports are publicly viewable on the Alumni Fund tools page and are also available here for ease of use. Feel free to click around this page. You'll find a lot of really interesting information that will hopefully help you in your work as a head agent, as a leadership agent, or as a class agent. Have fun with it. Enjoy reconnecting with your classmates. And that concludes our training and my reports. Thank you so much for spending some time today diving into this valuable resource for Alumni Fund agents. Also, make sure to check out the Alumni Fund tools page. That can be accessed at williams.edu/AF tools. And as always, please do not hesitate to reach out to anyone here on the Alumni Fund team within the Office of Alumni Engagement. We are here to support you and look forward to being in touch. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.